Hey, what's up guys, this is What a Geek. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Epic Mickey. Time to make our first adventure into the projector screen. Rabbit went this way, but portals like this are how we get around. That rabbit is named Oswald. He set them up. But a projector screen? What's so strange? Seems natural for cartoons. Well, what's in there? Just get ready to jump. 1, 2, 3, blah, blah. Quest completed, escape Dark Beauty Castle, and now we are inside the projector screen, inside the cartoon Mickey and the Beanstalk. In this cartoon, in the past, Mickey's house was planted under was planted right on top of a beanstalk seed, which eventually grew into a giant beanstalk, and his house went all the way up there. And he went to a giant palace and met the giant, I believe. But here we are actually traversing the locations in the cartoon, like what was actually seen in the cartoon before. There's the roof of his house, and you can also see his bed was being taken up. That was a film reel, by the way. These are another collectible that you can get. They will let you earn power sparks and other goodies later on, but we'll get to that when we get to that. See, there's another bed just laying right on the vine. You'll see a lot of these projector screens, and they're all based off a Mickey Mouse cartoon in one way or another. There are also some other characters that appear in these projector screens, like Donald, Goofy, and namely, a few other ones that we'll get into later. But we're only traversing them through them as Mickey. So, yeah. At the end of every one, you go back through the projector screen, and okay, at the start of each projector screen, each cartoon, you have no projector screen to exit back out of, but at the end of it, you have one, and that's your only exit once you've entered a cartoon. Hey, it's Gremlin Tiesto, what are you doing here? Hi, Gus, someone sabotaged this door. It's going to take paint to fix it. Go figure, we have paint. That's an impressive door. Definitely gremlin construction. Hey, Mickey, why don't you throw paint on some of those gears? That'd be great. I'd be working on the middle gear, so try not to break it. So if you do break the middle gear, however, you will get a bad result out of it. But if you paint in these gears, this is one of the good things. Hooray, you fixed it! Of course, I'll be going through as many good events as I can. Oh no, did you see that? It's a nasty thing related to those seers back there. That pipe section is thinned out, letting steam escape. Don't touch the steam, it'll knock you back. Please patch those pipes when you see them. So now I have another quest to do. Patch all the steam pipes. Thank you for your help. Only someone with your unique talent for creating paint. Paint what? Could have done it. You know, the ability to create paint will come in handy ahead. There are lots of leaky steam pipes ahead. I'll meet you further down the line, I'm sure of it. Alright, so painting in the steam pipes will earn you a reward. We'll get into what that reward is later, but by painting in these things, of course, you patch the steam pipes and you can progress further through the area. There comes a time in a short little while, just up ahead, where we can either patch the steam pipes or something. There it is again, we should go that way too, but watch your step. Paint in this ground. You can either patch the steam pipe or thin a gear. Of course, paint is what you want to go for if you want a good ending, mostly, while thinner is for the bad ending, because paint creates stuff, thinner destroys it. Paint or thinner should get you through here. Thin that big gear or use paint to patch the leaking steam pipe. Now, to complete the quest, of course, you gotta patch the steam pipe. Press the one button. He's just talking about the camera controls. If you do press the one button, you can go to a first-person mode, but you can't move around while in this mode. You can shoot paint and thinner, though, if you aim the cursor, but that's the only good point. If you want to just look at something below you, something right above you, then you can do that. The only real purpose of thinning out that gear is to get the 10 ticket, the silver e-ticket, which is worth, I think, 10 regular tickets. Alright, there's another thinner jar. More paint jars everywhere. More paint. Patch in this one. Patch in... where is it? Oh! Okay, it's right there. I didn't see it. I didn't see it there. More paint. Aha! Here we go. Watch your step here. Try using double jump to reach the platform. So to perform a double jump, press the A button in the middle of a jump. So over here we have to paint in some platforms. Not all of the... no, that couldn't have made that one. Not all of them are painted in. Oh, yeah, like that one. Whoa, that was lucky. Like that one I tried to jump on. It wasn't painted in, so I couldn't have landed on it. But, yeah. Just to get through this part, you gotta have the tuned bridge things painted in. Obviously, so you can stand on them. Where is it? Aha! Alright. Moving on up. Yay! That stupid light bulb. Hate that thing. Okay. Moving on, I think this is going to be our first encounter with the new type of blotling we just saw. Wait, that's not supposed to seal unless there's an emergency. Is this a trap? No, it can't be. It's a trap. Someone's shut the door and now a spatter is leaked in here. So here we have a spatter. These are the main type of blotling you'll see throughout Wasteland. They are really not a threat at all. I'll talk about them in a bit. As I thought, spatters are rarely solitary creatures. Spatters have a very basic attack pattern, as you'll see very shortly. Alright, so when one runs at me, it will try to headbutt me. However, if you get out of the way, it just headbutts the ground. And that's actually, that's basically what makes the spatters so weak. By the way, if a friend attacks an enemy, it basically adds thinner to their, like it hits them with thinner. Hey, you spatters beater, Mickey will give you what for? Yeah, so having a friend attack an enemy is basically like adding thinner to it instead. And if they are hit enough times, then they're thinned out and they're not seen again. Mickey! Hold on now, that's Oswald. Could he have set this trap? No. And for patching the steam pipes, we get to go and that was a bad choice of words. We get to open the gate and get some extra content. This is another illustration of the tunnels. The extra content are mostly illustrations, and some of them are paintings, some of them are concept art, some are a little bit of both, I guess. I might as well show those off once I get a lot of them, but not right now. I'm in the middle of a Let's Play. Don't have a lot, guys. Okay, so here's It's a Small World and its surrounding attractions. I can't talk right now. It's a Small World and its surrounding attractions. The elephant ride and the spinning teacup ride. The elephant ride is based off of Dumbo. The spinning teacup ride is based off of the Mad Hatter. Looks like Gremlin Tim is trapped in this ticket booth by blotlings. Alright, time to save him. That spatter wave. Hey, you over there, help me. Deal with these creatures that have trapped me in here, please. No. Fine. Yep, the seer saw me. The seer seared me. Come back to me if you take care of the spatters. But what about the seer? Alright, so about these spatters and the enemies in general. Ow. If they're hit, well, if a friend hits an enemy, of course it adds thinner to them. However, if a friend attacks an enemy, or if you add too much thinner to a friend, it'll become unfriendly and will start attacking you instead. So watch what you're doing. Alright, spatters, just because Mickey went easy on you doesn't mean I will. Beat it. And it thinned itself out. How tragic. I'll start those boats for you now. You can jump on them at any time. There goes Oswald. And here we have the introduction of what Guardians actually are. Oh my, you've attracted a Guardian, Mickey. The Guardians you attract can help you in several ways. Hold the Wii Remote upright for a moment, and one of them will draw on its knowledge of Wasteland to show you the way forward. Follow a Guardian, you will always be going in the right direction. Flick the nunchuck and one of your Guardians will race to your nearest opponent. But wait, there's more. Billy Mays here. Flick the Wii Remote and the nunchuck together to launch all of your Guardians. Terps will unleash thinner on contact. Tents will do the same, but with paint. A Guardian used in either of these ways will disappear. You can attract more by painting or thinning the world around you. The bar on the top left of your screen shows your progress in attracting Guardians. Each segment of the bar you complete attracts a new Guardian. The Guardians exist to help you, Mickey. Why is anyone's guess? Alright, so what Gus was explaining there is the Guardians. Now you see we have a portion of the bar filled up in the top left corner. It's blue now because we befriended a tent by painting in the surrounding environment. If we'd have been thinning the environment as we went along, however, we'd have befriended a terp. The tents, of course, work with paint, and the terps work with thinner. I personally prefer the tents over the terps, personally. I said personally twice in that sentence. But that's just me, because I like painting in the environment. I'll get into a little more of those later. Thank you for taking care of all the blotlings. If you have the time, there are other rides that need your help, Mickey. I'd love to start the ride, but it seems the machinery is broken. I need my wrench. I was working on a spinning cup with the red stripe on top of it when the spatters attacked. I haven't seen it since. So now we gotta find a wrench inside one of the spinning teacups. If you're willing to help, come see me near the machine behind the elephant ride. Alright, yeah. He tells you which cup he lost it under, but it's really just trial and error regardless, because the spinning teacups, you can thin out every one of them and then paint them back in afterwards. So, you don't really need to know which one it is. Like, right there. There's the wrench, and I didn't even need to, like, know what he said. But of course, okay, back to the Guardians. I'm just going to talk about this. By painting in the environment, you attract tints, and by thinning out the environment, you attract terps. However, you cannot have both tints and terps in the same place. Like, you cannot have both tints and terps. You can only have one or the other. And if you keep painting in the environment, you of course attract more tints. If you can have three tints or 3 terps at maximum, and at a time. But if you start thinning out the environment once you have a tint, because I use thinner as an example, you start losing your Guardians, and you cannot. You have to keep painting in the environment again to get it back. You can, as I said, you can only have one or the other, meaning you can only have 1 tint, 2 tints, 3 tints, or 1 terp, 2 terps, 3 terps. It's really just whatever you feel like having. You can't have both, so make do with what you have. But of course, they share the same ability of being able to show you where you need to go next by holding the Wii remote upright. My wrench! Now I can fix the broken elephant ride machine. Need a dispenser here. Need a dispenser here. And with that, the elephant ride is fixed. So now it's rotating again, but as we'll see in a second, it actually stops right here. The spinning cup ride is malfunctioning as well. Looks like the pipes behind the maintenance area walls are leaking. That's my guess. Non-flying types like you can use the elephant ride to jump up to the tent. From up there you can reach the maintenance area. It's a difficult path, but you seem to be capable. If you need me, I'll be over by the spinning cup ride examining the machine. And he teleports! So now we gotta go and fix whatever's bugging the hell out of the machinery. So climb up on the elephants on Dumbo. Up here to the circus tent where It's a Small World starts. And these dolls still scare the hell out of me because It's a Small World is pretty infamous for being frightening to little kids, even though it's not supposed to be. When you thin one of those gears, of course, we'll talk about this in a second, thinning a gear will stop the machinery. Painting a gear will start it back up again. So for this part, you just gotta thin the gears where appropriate and stop the platform where you need it to stop so you can platform across it. Okay, this one I have trouble with a lot. Paint it in, please. As I was saying about It's a Small World, the dolls and the song, it's just... oh, what am I doing? Damn it. It's really not child-friendly. They're like clowns. I just imagine them like that. Like, the dolls, the music, I just imagine them like clowns. Wherein they're supposed to be, like, kid-friendly, but people don't interpret them as such. Anyway, kill this doll. Don't need it there. Alright, time to platform. No. Also down there, there was a point to going down there if you were interested, is that you get more extra content, you get more illustrations. Okay, give me the... paint it out. Thin it out, rather. Alright, platform across it! Okay. We got some health back. Can we paint? Nope. Oh, we can paint that in. But we don't need to. And in here is where we need to go. Here's a new mechanic. This is a paint and thinner pump, standard equipment on most rides. It can be filled with either paint or thinner, but never both at the same time. Paint often fixes things up, gets the ride running smoother, whereas thinner tends to throw a wrench in the works. Sometimes that's handy, though. A paint and thinner pump is always connected to something. This one is connected to the spinning cup ride. In this case, it's connected with pipes. To repair the ride, patch the pipes and fill the pump. Remember, though, filling it with thinner will cause consequences. What he said there is that if you do, in fact, fill the pump with thinner, it does cause the ride to crash. It does give you some e-tickets, though. So if you want e-tickets, go for it. But if you really want to complete the quest, then you got to fill this thing with paint, which is what I'm going to do. Now, paint it in. So, yeah, if you fill it with thinner, it'll crash the ride, and allowing you to get some e-tickets. However, if you really want to get a better reward, you got to paint it in. So if you're really just money hungry, go with thinner. Usually that's how it works. You fix the ride. That makes me feel much better. In fact, I feel so much better, I can open the door for you. Please keep whatever you may find in there, along with my gratitude. So now we got a chest in there. I get the feeling that's a bronze or silver pin. Can we go down here to get a shortcut? Is it right? Nope, not right there. Oh, yeah, that would be too easy, because right out here is the spinning cup ride. E-tickets stashed in trash cans. Some people are not very frugal with their money. Maybe they're too frugal. Bronze pin. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, time to go into It's a Small World. And it's a good thing the music from the thing, like from the ride itself in Disney World doesn't play. Otherwise I'd be having nightmares. But there is a kind of annoying song that does play. Well, you'll hear it when, Sorry, I'm distracted by the hidden Mickey. You'll hear it when we get in there, hopefully, because I want you guys to be annoyed. I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Oh, man. Thinner pool. Thinner river. Thinner river! There's Oswald in the door. Look at him. He's just glaring me down. Staring me down, rather. Ow! Well, this ride isn't fixed at all. Look at those boats jammed in here. Some are even overturned. That door should have automatically opened, but I guess it's broken too. There are pipes inside the walls that operate the locks. Thinning out those pipes will break the locks and the door should open. Now that I think of it, the hippos are connected to the door as well. Stopping the hippos with paint will bypass the door's lock, and that would open it too. So we can either paint in the hippos' heads or we can thin out the pipes. Of course, this just goes back to painting or thinning in or thinning out things. Whatever your preference. And the music's playing, by the way. Of course, I'm going with paint. If you want to play along with me, go ahead. And choose a different path, go right ahead. Tell me how you go along. I'm kind of interested to hear. Look over there! You did it! I know Secret Fury's probably going to be doing that. Whoa, that's a giant hippo mouth. Time to platform. Do 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 do. Platforming across some boats. Yeah, boats. There's a. Can I cut scene? What's that noise? Whoa, whirlpool! Oh, no! It's a whirlpool! Ah! What just happened? What? Okay. Sorry, I had to plug something in there. It's a whirlpool, stay clear of those. Just think, if we stayed on those boats too long. Ah! I should stop moving around. Oh, that creature head looks like a sweeper. That's trouble. They are a cousin to the spatters, but are capable of hurling bucketfuls of thinner. If you get close, it'll try to sweep you into the river, hence the name Sweeper. And you'll see that it bears a vague resemblance, or a very striking resemblance, rather, to the brooms in Magician's Apprentice, one of the Mickey cartoons where Mickey dons a magician's hat and controls a bunch of brooms to do his, and mops as well. Actually, this is a mop, not a broom. The sweepers will like to hurl bucketfuls of thinner at you, but they can also sweep you off a cliff. So watch out when you're going face to face with these guys, but you can attack them from a distance with paint, so it's usually alright. Thinner, of course, you can do the same thing. Just whenever they throw a bucket of thinner, they'll just fire where you were rather than where you are. So
You can avoid them pretty easily. Much better. Gremlins, Hyperion, Pinza, and whatever. Any of us will help. Yeah. I can't read. But what he's saying right there is that there are other gremlins scattered around this little area, and we can find them, and they'll help us out later. So 3 more to go. How did that chest get up there? There must be a way to get to it. Now, I don't remember exactly how to do this. I think it has something to do with the gears. No, that one's painted. Wait, no, I need to get up there. Alright, I can't thin that out. So, I know thinning the chest doesn't do anything to the weight. So that stops that platform. I think it has something to do with the rotating gears. The ones I'm about to platform across. Maybe I have to stop or start all of them. I don't know. Okay, I don't need that. There's nothing around there. Alright, thin that out. Painting in. Thinning out. And thinning out. Now all of them are stopped. Okay, that didn't do anything. Let's try painting them in. Paint that in. Don't get in my way. Paint. Can I please? Okay, that one's painted in. Platform. Yeah. Paint. Ga. Oof. Okay, now I can paint in. I'm overreacting here. There we go. Cutscene activate. So now those rise up. And that lowers. So now we can get into that chest and get whatever's in it. That was not an easy chest to reach. I'm impressed. Thank you, Gus. You actually appreciate my efforts. Cough. I don't know how many of you guys understood what I meant by that, but anyway, bronze pin, yeah. I would prefer a gold pin. Okay, we can either make our way on the bottom path or on the top path, but I want to take the top path here because I think there's some extra goodies that we can grab from up here. Namely some gremlins, and I think there's a third gremlin. The third gremlin is on the bottom floor, but later on. So there's no need to, oops, there's no need to go, like, on the bottom floor just yet. Come on. Platform! Look at that. This is a very dark and gloomy atmosphere, and of course I have to export this in HD, otherwise the colors would be screwed up otherwise. I said otherwise twice. So these guys are dressed up in pharaoh suits from Egypt. I don't know why. I guess it's because we're in Africa, or an African-themed place. I am in your debt. I hope you can help my other trapped friends. I'll express my gratitude when an opportunity presents itself. Good day! Okay, so now I just noticed we rejected 3 tints. That's because I've been painting in the environment rather than thinning it. So, yeah. Whoa! Beware of spatters. They scare you half to death, but otherwise they're not harmful. Alright, is this Hyperion? Because he has an awesome name. It is Hyperion! I, Hyperion, do thank you, sir. See you at the end of the ride! Alright, Hyperion is an awesome name. It sounds like a superhero name, I guess. That's just what I thought of it as soon as I heard the name. I think there's a gremlin... Where is he? He's... Is he back here? Maybe I think I'm forgetting something. Give me a minute. I think I'm missing something over here. Guess not. Oh wait, there he is. He's in the background. Oh wait, I gotta do a reference here. Get me on the boat. And the reference is not I'm on a boat, because that would just be cliche. Dun 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 dun, snap a ship out! Alright, I'm done. Whoop! Yes, that is a reference to something. If you haven't seen my Overactivity series, then you probably don't understand why I just said that. Alright, extra content Pirate Gate. I think that's actually an extra content for later, like a later area. Pinza is grateful. I'm right behind you. Let's go! Yeah, I think that Pirate Gate illustration is from later on when we actually go to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Or the Caribbean, whichever. They're both right, but one's more widely appreciated. Alright, so... what now? I have the nagging feeling that I'm missing a gremlin somewhere. That probably won't go away. Make it no thinner! Okay. Jumping down here. And I think this is where the gremlins come into play. Well, the ones that you rescued in this area. Ha! The sweepers are on a retractable platform, or on the retractable platforms. Use the valves to drop them into the thinner and open the doors. Whoops. Pinza to the rescue. My trusty wrench will clear the road. I get the feeling Hyperion should have said that. This looks like a job for Hyperion! Da-da-da! I'll fix this for you. Abel Habel will works his magic. I read good. Trigo here to return a favor. Watch this. Alright, now that we rescued all 4 of them, they help us to get back this platform and let us get this majigger. It's probably another bronze pin, and I'm fine with that because it's just another pin. And we open the door with more guardians making a hidden Mickey. Or a Mickey Mouse symbol. Mickey ears. There we go. I wonder how long we've been going for. Shouldn't be that much longer before I should end it off. And up. Okay. Let's open the chest. Yeah. Oh, wow. We are actually nearing, like, half an hour. Oh, it's a silver pen. We are nearing half an hour, so I might as well end it off right here. Next part, we'll be venturing through the rest of the slalom, whatever it's called, and continue through the game, I guess. Hopefully. We don't know until we get there. But hopefully you enjoyed this part of Let's Play Epic Mickey. This is Woody Geek, and I'll see you guys later.